A Dusty always knows when I'm gonna speak on him because why did the Wi-Fi go out right before I was gonna live stream? That's the reason why I'm late. And this was more so like a courtesy live stream to begin with because I obviously just scheduled it. That's why you probably didn't even see the notification before I got in on here. But anyway, ciao, happy Friday. We made it to Friday. Hallelujah. It's been a really good week for me. I hope it's been a good week for y'all. But we have to talk about this interview. I swear Shannon Sharp could get somebody drinking and talking and making a fool out of themselves and just looking a hot mess. What's going on with okay. So anyway, Damon Wayans said a lot. Like he said a lot in this interview. I literally watched it. The parts that I recorded, we're gonna watch them in like 1.5 speed because he said such an earful. We have a lot to unpack here. Really, with just male nature, because per usual, the men get a little liquor, they get a little comfortable with another man, and they start saying all the things that I be saying to y'all. Okay, straight out. Okay, uh, I yeah, I'm at a loss for words. Let me pull up the video. We can hear what this man is saying. This is in no particular order, honestly, no particular order. So I don't even know which thing we're gonna watch first.
Hold on. This can't be true. That you dated the same woman as your nephew once?
Yeah. I was in love with her. That's the thing. Come on, you ain't never did.
Hell no, I
You
never did.
Jackson 5?
I mean, for a family member, that's off limits, Damon.
No, but it wasn't like they were in love.
So he dated her.
Do you know how small the pool is out here in Cali?
I love how he said, "What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't date someone that your nephew had dated? Like, what do you mean? Like, you didn't keep it all in the family? Like, what are you talking about? Like, everyone does that. Like, everyone dates someone in their family that they've dated. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yes. The dating pool, like, and this was probably what 2001, 2.
Did you know originally?
2001, 2002, the dating pool was still good. I know people are just joining in on here. Let's repeat what he just said. Sorry, guys. I put it in 1.5 because we have a lot of clips to go through, so I sped it up.
Hold on. This can't be true. That you dated the same woman as your nephew once?
Yeah.
So he dated the same woman as his nephew.
I was in love with her. That's the thing. Come on, you ain't never did.
Hell no.
Not only did he date the same woman as his nephew, he fell in love. He fell in love with the woman that his nephew had dated.
I never did.
Jackson 5?
I mean, for a family member, that's off limits, Damon.
No, but it wasn't like they were in love.
So he dated her.
Do you know how small the pool is out here in Cali?
Yes.
The dating pool, like, and this was probably 2001, 2.
Did you know originally? Did she know originally that?
Yes, when I met her. So I got divorced and I was by myself for 2 years.
Right.
And then I saw her and I was just like, oh my God, I'm in love. And I found out my nephew had dated. I'm like, what's up with that? He goes, oh, that's you. I was like, okay, pass the kabasi. Let's go.
Drink that down.
And I went ahead and I fell in love. And it was okay. But it's just.
They clowned you, didn't
Yeah, family gatherings is awkward.
Yeah.
I sped it up kind of fast because I don't really want them to copyright the content. So that's the reason why I sped it up fast. But essentially, what he is saying is that, and mind you, he did this in 2001 and 2002. In 2001 and 2002, Damon Wayans was actually like still relatively relevant. How are you going to tell me that the dating pool was shitty back in 2001 and 2002? And you're well known. And I swear, Shannon be getting these people lit before or during these podcast episodes to get them to be exposing all of their fucking business because nobody should have ever known this. This is why I'm always going to tell y'all, men are not picky. There really is no point of you conforming yourself to these standards that they have set for you, standards that they want you to meet, because they don't exist. They are just something to make you have a low self-esteem. It make you question yourself. It make you feel like you're not good enough. The standards don't fucking exist. I have someone very close. I had to bring this up because I have someone that is very close to me who has been dating a woman for 10 years, knowing that she is actually a relative. He knows that she is a relative. So that's worse than what he is doing. Someone very, very close to me knows that the woman that he is dating is a relative, and it's never stopped him. It's been brought up to him and everything. Men don't give a fuck. Does she know? She would have to know. She would have to know because the reason how it even came out was there was a family reunion, and the mother of said person was at the family reunion, the mother of the man. And so someone came up to the mother and said, "Isn't your son yada, yada, yada?" And she is like, "Yeah." And they said, "Oh, well, did you know that the woman in question is actually related?" And I guess they explained to her the lineage on how she is related. And they said, "Yeah, I think your son knows her." She picked up the phone and called her son and was like, "You do know that so and so is related, is like related to us." And he just like passed it off, and he's like, "Oh, like I don't even talk to her anymore. Like that was a long time ago. Like what are you talking about?" And just brushed it off.
I don't know about that one, Dave. I just have to let her go.
Nah, you see it, you understand. And she cooked with the cordon bleu.
What? You cocktail, neckbone, mac and cheese,
whatever,
collard greens,
all that, and then some.
with turkey.
Oh yeah, please like the live. Please like the live. Go on ahead and subscribe if you guys want more content of me exposing male nature. I'm gonna start making more level up content for you guys too. That's why I'm gonna do the how I unbigged my back live stream after this one. I'm trying to get into the. I keep forgetting I have to get into the groove of putting the poll because everyone forgets to like the live stream, and they only remember if I put it in the poll. So just give me 2 seconds because I forgot. All right, perfect. But yeah, this is deplorable. Like this is just straight up pretty much she's saying, "Oh yeah, she gonna cook for you. She did all these things for me." Thank you for the super chat, DJ. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I know it's sped up. I promise. I'll explain what he's saying.
Dessert.
Come on.
Oh man,
Like a bona fide like chef. I think she does that now. Amazing.
I might have to think about it.
And then the other things. While she cooked.
I do not approve of that. You have type 2 diabetes. Yes.
I mean, and mind you, this is a woman that he is claiming that he loved. And he's on here. These men don't care about you loving them. They just want you to be a servant slut. They want you to be a slut servant. That's what they want you to be. Did you just see how he described the woman that he claims that he loves? You know, the same woman that his nephew was with, that he had to ask his nephew permission. "Hey, I know that, we're going to be keeping it all in the family. Is that okay with you? Do you mind if I swap ends with you, nephew?" "Oh yeah, it's all you. It's all you, bro." But yeah, he just explained she cooked. Oh, and the other things she does while she cooks. Like, ooh, child. Okay, it gets worse. It does. It gets worse, I promise.
I'm gonna add it back on.
It's cheaper to keep her. That's what I learned. Or cheaper to kill her.
Keep her. We gonna kill her.
I am a firm believer men are never joking, ever. They will say that they're joking and then joke about shit like that. It's cheaper to keep her or kill her. No, this is a real interview. This is a real life interview. This is what Shannon Sharpe does. All these men need is liquor and a microphone. Give them liquor and a microphone. They're going to expose everything. They're going to tell on themselves. They are going to give their deepest, darkest secrets. And you do understand that Shannon Sharpe, he's sober in most cases. He's probably got them drinking cognac, and he's probably drinking some goddamn Coca-Cola. Because every time Damon Wayans would make a comment that clearly was fucked up, clearly something wrong, Shannon Sharpe had to like diffuse it and be like, you just saw what he did, right? Don't kill her. Don't kill her. And yes, we're still going to do the live stream at 6:30. I just wanted a palate cleanser. I wanted a palate cleanser before I teach y'all how to unbig y'all backs and how I unbig my back. So that way you'll be like, fuck these dudes. It's time for me to get in the gym. It's time for me to eat healthy. It's time to get snatched. So, and I didn't live stream yesterday. So usually when I miss a day, I do like 2 in one day. Always understand when men are joking, they're telling you the truth. It's just they're too much of a coward to say what it is that they really want to say to you. So when they're joking, they really mean it. I'm telling you. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is that they claim. Oh, you need to loosen up. You need to learn how to take a joke. No. Especially when it's in regards to your livelihood. That shit ain't funny. There's nothing funny about it.
Dad, so he didn't really know.
Okay.
And then he read in the Bible that you should spare the rod.
So this is why I don't give men credit for having fathers. As a woman, you set the bar very, very low when you're like, I want a man that has a 2-parent household, that comes from a 2-parent household. The bar is set really low. Once again, this is a 1.5, so I know it's going to be very fast, but don't worry. We're going to break it down. Don't worry. I got y'all. But we're going to let Mr. Damon Wayans explain who his dad was in the 2-parent household that he was raised under.
Spoiled child, but the rod of discipline ain't always your hand.
Yeah, you can have a conversation. Yeah.
You got
The old guy would like that.
Yeah. And then, I think we got extra spankings because he would go to work and come home and be unhappy, and and it was just a lot.
Right.
So I guess at a certain point we were, his little punching bag.
And plus, it's always noise in the house.
Yeah. But my mother hit him at the door, so we had to do. You got in trouble, you have to sit in front.
Imagine knowing that your dad is upset every single fucking day as a child, and so you're literally waiting for your dad to come home from work for him to whoop your ass. Like, there's no point of having a father in the household when they're straight up abusing their child, their children, their wife. There's no point. You might as well not have the father there. And I'm so tired of men. Like, he literally owns this in the whole entire interview. And when you go in the comments, It's mostly from men saying, oh my God, this interview was just so riveting. And oh my God, this interview was just so deep and so philosophical and so life changing. And I'm like, no.
Front of the door when my dad come in.
Uh-oh. He saw y'all sitting there. He knows something's up.
Yeah. Yeah, I was so scared of my father. When I heard his keys jingle, I pee on myself. I ain't lying. That's because I knew. My dad would beat you with stuff, like the slap from under the bed. Just like,
Did he ever say,
I got belt. Wait, hold on. Yeah, take my belt.
did he ever say, David, hey, you take your belt off.
Yeah.
Keep it from finding something else.
Yeah, whatever you get, the thing from the iron cord.
Yeah,
My dad
surgical.
yeah. So, I love him today because I knew he was he taught us lessons. And, you got 10 kids, so, you're going to be the example. I'm going to beat you so he don't do what you did. And
Did he ever have a conversation with you guys?
Did he got older?
Imagine a man telling you that this is his upbringing. And then not only that, imagine a man telling you that this is his upbringing and he's proud that he was brought up this way. Like, oh yeah, I had so much fear in my own father that I wet my pants, but it taught me such good lessons. It made me so strong as a man that it was just so valuable. And then men will sit here and be like, you women have all this trauma. You women need help. You women need to get therapy. You guys have daddy issues. That's fucking daddy issues. That's nothing but fucking daddy issues. Men will always try to spin it on us and be like, you have daddy issues because your daddy wasn't there. How the fuck are women gonna have daddy issues from someone that decided to not be there? Make it make sense. You're gonna get more issues from the person who's there, from the dad that's there. This is nothing but daddy issues.
And you got older.
Yeah, you don't understand it till you have your own kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I have my sons.
Right.
And then I go, oh, wow. Because my son, we grew up, they was up in Beverly Hills and they would hang out in the hood.
Right.
You got jumped into gangs. I got Crip and the Blood living in my house. I didn't even know. I didn't know.
Jesus. And then you also hear, so just like on that show, Adolescence, that's what Jamie's dad did. Jamie got his ass whooped by his dad growing up. He was abused as a child growing up. And so he just figured, well, as long as I'm not abusing my child, then everything's good. It's like, if it was that fucking easy, why were your son in gangs? How did your son end up in gangs and you didn't do the things that your father did to you? Men don't know how to parent effectively at all. They especially men, it's like, this is why it's so important. If the father is in the home and the father is upholding patriarchal abusive bullshit, that's how their son is going to turn out, because their son fears them. And then as they get older, they take it as a badge of honor that they got abused throughout their whole childhood. And then women will think, and they'll be like, well, why is he abusing me? Why is he so mean to me? He grew up with his father. Because his father was abusing him. That's all he knows.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Did your siblings see it? When y'all got whipping, did they make fun of y'all?
All the time. We mock you as soon as you go.
Yes, daddy, yes! That make it worse.
That make it worse. It was worse than the whooping.
But how important do you think having your dad in your household, given what you know now, how important do you think that is to have a black man in the household?
The greatest gift my father ever gave us was coming home.
The bar is so deep in hell that my eyelashes are getting like singed from burning just from listening to this. And mind you, did you not just hear how he explained his father? Oh yeah, me wetting my pants and peeing my pants and having to wait at the front door waiting for my father to come home in absolute fear. Oh, that was the greatest gift. That was the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, below bare fucking minimum. This is why we need to stop We need to quit giving hand claps for present fathers. We need to stop. The bar is so low because the fathers are never there. So then we're like, oh, the next step above that is them being present. No, because guess what? The mom, see, this is why there's so much division between the genders, because men competing with men, there's barely any competition. Barely. You could just pay your child support, and that's a step above the deadbeat who's not paying child support or not seeing his child at all. You give a little some, you take your child on the weekends, and that's still better than the deadbeat that's not giving you child support and not seeing your child. So competition amongst men is a very, very low effort measurement to ever make. This is the reason why they're never going to make it between this is why they always want to say, well, we should get full custody. Us fathers should get full custody. The courts understand, the courts know that in most cases, at least after maybe 7 or 8 years old, you're not you're not having your child unless the mother can prove that there's been some large amount of abuse, like alcoholism, drinking, drug abuse, things like that, while she's carrying the child. But come on. And then you know how Shannon Sharp framed that shit. You know how it's always our people. It's 2 black men. So how important do you think the black father is in the household? That's why all the buffoonery is in the comments, probably from black men saying, "Oh yeah, this was the best podcast episode I listened to." Do you not even realize what the fuck you're listening to? You're over here hand clapping for a father that literally was abusive.
Damn, that's deep.
Because my mother didn't make it easy. He was a dumb MFer and all kind of stuff because he didn't.
Do you hear that? It's the lack of accountability for me. My mom didn't make it easy for him. And then he just said, oh yeah, he was an MFer. Da-da-da-da-da. So it's now your mom's job to be able to tolerate and then calm down your father. Straight clown tomfoolery.
He did, she wanted stuff in life, like new underwear, like stuff she couldn't do, little stuff, makeup and get her hair, couldn't do it.
The bare minimum. Imagine being on your period and you don't have any fucking underwear. And mind you, his mother had 10 fucking kids. 10. And has the nerve to say she didn't make it easy on him when she's stuck at home with 10 fucking kids, and it's his job to at least have necessities. Exactly. Corn star breadwinner, made Nobel Peace Prize recipient, Michelin star, black man, come home. Bar in hell.
But he came home, humble, Sometimes he had to tell her there ain't no food. What? Mr. Provider, you ain't got no food. And you trying to tell me what to do?
I don't know about you, but sounds like a little resentment there to me. Sounds like a little bit of frustration in what he just said. Weren't you just so glad that the best thing in life was you having your black father under the roof and he couldn't even feed you guys? He kept knocking up your mother, probably R-wording your mother to keep her pregnant, and couldn't even feed you.
Yeah. So, but that was the gift. That's like, you come home. It doesn't feel good, but.
So he's working 3 jobs. Mm-hmm. He has to provide for this family. And when he gets home, your mom doesn't make it easy. Mm-hmm. And I think Marlon said he could have easily understood if Pop would have checked out because it wasn't easy.
We used to say, what, hit her or something.
Do you hear that? As children, their solution in their head, which they're joking about, to fix this problem of a man impregnating his wife 10 times, here's the thing, having children that he cannot fucking afford. You cannot afford 10 fucking children. And now it's your wife's fault for having the children. It's now her fault for having the children and feeling like, well, what the fuck? You can't afford to take care of me and your 10 children. And for young children to look and say, oh, the solution to this is that he should be beating her ass. And I'm shocked. I'm just shocked that he didn't just, do you hear this? I'm shocked that he didn't check out. So you mean that you're shocked that your father didn't leave your mother so that she could fend for 10 fucking children alone? And then these will be the same exact black men who will be pissed off when they don't grow up with their father. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. So you're happy that he stayed, but you don't understand why he didn't leave you and your other 9 siblings to fend for yourself. Because clearly she wasn't working. Clearly she didn't have any skill set. She was home barefoot and pregnant all the time. Imagine if he would have left under those conditions. We probably wouldn't even know who the fuck Damon Wayans is. We probably wouldn't even know who the Wayans brothers are.
Oh, damn, damn.
I ain't lying. My father, he never would like cuss at her.
Really?
Yeah, my father, when she died, he was ready to go. I miss her. I miss my gal. What? The one that used to cut you out? You miss
Yeah, every day. You got peace now. You ain't got nobody cursing you.
I miss my gal.
Damn.
He was just ready to go. Check, please. But that's like, he taught us love, like unconditional love. You know, he always saw her as the 16-year-old he fell in love with.
Ooh.
You know, that's beautiful.
You mentioned your mom had sisters and they would sing occasionally at the Apollo. Did your mom sing around that?
Ciao.
From, since 84 or something like that. So I didn't.
Damn, you ain't get a chance to enjoy the single life of your stand-up.
I did. I broke up my.
So this is what kills me. Yes, 16. This is what kills me with men. And men tend to do this a lot. Have you all ever had a man tell you, like, I don't know, let's just say it's a man from high school and they have an idea of you in their head when you're in high school, and like, let's just say you guys talk or date or whatever, and then you get older and I don't know, you guys cross paths again. Has a man ever told you, like, I wish I would have talked to you back when I was in high school, or I wish you would have been the same person as you were back in high school? Men have a lot of infantile thinking when it comes to women, a very, very infantile way of thinking. They only like you when you're young and stupid. And then they get mad when you're no longer young and stupid. Because essentially they want the fountain of life from you constantly. They want the fountain of youth from you constantly. They want your life source energy forever, and then they get mad when they drain you of your life source energy, your life force energy, and then they're like, what the fuck? There's no more? Now you're overweight. Now you're bitching about everything. Now you're tired all the time. And it's like, I don't have a replenishment for me to be able to get this because you're not giving me anything. That's why his dad is in love with the 16-year-old version of his mom. When she was glowing, when she was happy. You hear this from men that are married when they're 40 something and they always go with the young one. And a lot of what these husbands and men say when they're cheating they're cheating on the girlfriend or the wife around their age, they always say, yeah, the young one, she just isn't jaded. She's so excited about life. Anyone that works in healthcare knows The Grim Reaper knocking on a man's door is his greatest fear. And he wants any and everything possible to avoid that Grim Reaper from knocking. This is why they don't take care of their health. The reason why they don't take care of their health, which like he did not, because he's fucking diabetic. He had clubfoot and then ended up getting diabetes. They don't take care of their health because if they take care of their health, it's a reminder of them getting older. Anyone that works in healthcare will be able to tell you. Men say it all the time. Oh, I wish how I was, back when I was 20 and, I wish I was young again. And you hear it all the time. So they want to deal with a younger woman. You make me feel young again to avoid croaking over and dying. To my girls that are watching, that are young, that are in their prime years, do not give these men, especially these older men, your life force energy, your youthfulness, your blissfulness, your happiness. They don't know how to find it. That's why they're coming to you, because you have it. You innately have it already. Do not let these men use you as an escape from the Grim Reaper. Let them croak over. Let them die a slow death. Let them be unfulfilled with their life and unhappy with their Hungry Man TV dinners and their Fit the Jack Daniels. Let them end up the way Kevin Samuels did. Like so many of them croak on top of them. Let them end up like Kevin Samuels did. Harvesting all this negative energy. Can't get no young woman, and you get a young woman and your heart can't even handle it.
My marriage, don't worry. Don't worry, I broke up my marriage.
Man's sick. Oh, I enjoyed it.
I was married from, since 84 or something like that. So I didn't.
Damn, you ain't get a chance to enjoy the single life of your stand-up.
I did. I broke up my marriage. Don't worry.
Laughing. Look at Shannon's face. Look at that face. That is the face of pure bliss. Laughing at the fact that he cheated on his wife. Look at that. He about looked like he just looked like he hit the lottery. He just found out he became a billionaire with how happy he is.
Don't worry, I broke up my marriage.
Man's sick. Oh, I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. And I regret it.
Really?
Yeah, because, when in show business, you think that this chemistry you got with this person, this actress, is like special and pure. And then what you don't realize is she gonna go do that on the next role with somebody else.
And what are you doing? You're cheating on your wife. I was a stripper. All the men that are married in the strip club do this exact same shit. Fantasyland. That's why they go to the strip club. He was in Fantasyland when he got all this fame. Oh, yes, these women are really going to like me for who I am. No, the fuck they're not. That's not how it is. Men are not liked for who they are. They think once they get a little money, they think once they get around women that they're really, really attracted to, women that they've dreamed about being with, they think they have a whole fantasy in their brain about who she is and how she's going to be. And then when things don't go their way, oh, she played me. She didn't give me what she wants. She played me. And so now she's going to go do it to the same person. And I thought that I was special. Women do not ever make men feel special. We do not do that. What we do, we're just nice people. We're just kind people to the people that we like. Men think it's being treated special because Y'all heard his upbringing. He was one of 10, looked over. Obviously, his father did not make him feel special. And his mother was in straight survival mode. There was no way for her to make him feel special. So that's the reason why he feels like, oh, well, these attractive women are being nice to me. It must be me. It must be a reflection of me being a great person. No, they want your money. They want connections. Men are just inherently assholes, so they don't understand that, hey, being nicer will get you a lot further than being an asshole to everybody. Why would you be in that realm thinking that when you're dealing with actresses and people, upper echelon people, that they're really wanting to deal with you for that reason?
And you be like, but I left my wife for you. Yeah. You know what? Tell her the stuff you told my character. She'll take you back. You'd be like,
Damn.
what? Yeah. Yeah.
What do you learn about marriage? What do you learn about yourself during marriage?
It's cheaper to keep her. That's what I learned. Or cheaper to kill her.
Keep her. We gonna kill her.
But I think marriage is a beautiful arrangement. You know, I was just too young and dumb to know that back then.
The common line for all men, common. Oh yeah, I wish I would have known what I had, and I was too dumb and young and stupid to, you know, to know what I had. You had it for 19 years. That doesn't sound like you didn't know what you had. You just got comfortable thinking that it was going to be the same, stay the same, and you were going to have it forever. You stayed young for 19 fucking years in your marriage, and you're going to sit here and fix your lips to say, I was young and dumb. I mean, really.
Are you on good terms?
Yeah. Here's what's crazy is, for the longest, like she and I would, we never said it to each other, but we just made up our minds that we can't let the grandkids feel our resentment. And there was resentment, She'd come in and sit over there and I'd sit over there. And then probably about 7 years ago, I was over at Junior's house, family gathering, because kids would invite her to barbecues at my house, and it's fine, and what it was is the fear of having to relitigate what happened in the marriage.
Right.
And I know I messed up. Right. I messed up, so I don't want to deal. That's why I pay you alimony, so I don't have to deal with that, right? But about 7 years ago, we were over at Junior's house, and we're sitting outside.
I love how he says that I'll just pay you alimony. As if she can get the cheating undone. As if she can get her time back. As if the alimony is going to fix all the trauma that probably came along with a 19-year-old marriage, with being married to someone like this. I'm going to pay you alimony so I don't have to be held accountable. So I don't have to be made to feel like the bad guy, because I know I played my part being a bad guy.
And she's over there somewhere, and we're laughing. That's what we do, is laugh, joke, and we start reminiscing. And then she came and sat right next to me and started chiming in. And then we were talking about, she brought up a story, and I was like, I remember. And the kids were like, talking. But I could feel all the tension just leave.
Dissipate.
The relationship changed. I love her. And I was able to say, I love you. And she says that to me when we see each other. I care for her. I don't want nothing bad happening.
Right.
And it's maturity.
Right.
And she said the last week when I saw her, she's like,
why do men always mature when it's too late? Like, why do men mature after all the bad shit has happened? Men can never be premature in any situation. It's like, oh yeah, I cheated on you like 20 times. Like, I gave you an STD. I did all these things and I hurt you. Oh, but looking back, like, I'm so much more mature now. They're mature once they lose everything. Once they have nothing, then they start to mature. This mindset is why men are so easy to get money from. Exactly. Men fuck up so much. It's so easy to use it as leverage to get them to pay you.
We did good by the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we high five, yeah.
Wow.
Marriage is not just the moment, right? You have to get through moments. It's tough. I think marriage is beautiful, but marriage, when you get to the older years, where it becomes a ballet, where they don't say much. After all these years, she know what shut up mean. She not talkative. She make you a little coffee in the morning and your toast. Not breakfast, toast. She figured out you need something to eat and come downstairs and the paper's there and you read it and y'all just exist together. You fart and you look at it.
Well, you were complaining about how, your mom would cuss your dad out growing up. Which one is it? Do you want to come home and get cussed out at? Or do you just want things to be peaceful and chill and do y'all's thing and not have any, static or arguments or disagreements on a regular? This just sounds like he's saying, I was just bored. I'm
You
getting
ain't
bored.
laughing, okay? Go back to the paper. And then she talk and you just and when you get to a certain age, you got the most wonderful thing in the world, which is a hearing aid. You turn that down. Just look in the eye. So what did you do? And that's what it is. But you think about all that you've been through, and the kids and the grandkids, and it's special. Like, so, I was trying to tell my sons, like, you want to get married because brands want to know. If you think about,
This is really, really important. Okay. This is very, very important. What he says, make sure you listen. This is how men view marriage. They're not wanting to get married because they love you, like they're saying. They're not wanting to have this sanctity in marriage like they're telling you.
Bill Gates and Jobs and all these guys, Bezos about to get married again. Why?
Because he's a fucking billionaire and he's white. White men are the ones that made you being married a status symbol. This is the reason why black men don't want to get married, because patriarchal standards were created for a white man by a white man. Black men do not gain really any benefits by being married. That's why they don't do it. They don't gain any status. That's why he does not understand that. Jeff Bezos done come up and he's like, you know what? I had me a plain Jane. She was there. She helped me. Now I got me a hot little thing and I have enough money. He has fuck you money. He could have married a BBL baddie and no one could say anything about it because he's worth a lot of money.
Because when you sit down and people think about being in business with you, if you can manage your marriage, I can be in business with you because I know on a day-to-day you are having to humble yourself and have to kind of work through stuff. So with business, you'll do the same thing.
So essentially, when men know that other men are married, there are assumptions that are going through their head already about who that man is, about the type of person that he is, especially if they're a father. The men that are showboating their kids on social media, they're not doing it because they actually care about their children. They're doing it because they understand that from the outside looking in, people are going to look at him and think, oh, he's so nurturing, he's so loving, he's so kind, he spends time with his children. It's all a facade. It's all a persona. So when men see that other men are married, that's what they think. Oh, you know how to keep something going for a long time. You know how to be reliable. When in reality, those long marriages, it's just really what it means is, oh, someone's been tolerating you. Someone's just been putting up with you and dealing with it. This is why they're like, well, I don't want to get married. You're going to leave me. Well, yeah, because now they don't have the image. They don't get to wear their little wedding band. They don't get to say, oh, yeah, let me ask my wife if she can come to the gala. They don't get to do those little things anymore. Now they scurrying. Oh, shit. What hot young thing can I find? Let me get my... I got to take my asthma medicine. I got to try to find some hot young thing to come with me to the to the dinner tonight. They don't want to do that.
I feel like you would do the same thing.
So what's the dating life like for us? Because I need, I'm headed towards 62, bro.
I don't date. I'm happy.
You happy?
Mm-hmm. I wake up in the morning like a kid. You run outside and you come home smelling like pennies. I could do whatever I want to do. There's peace in my house.
Right.
I don't have to. Hey, we good? You all right? You need anything? Yeah. I could not. I've been by myself too long.
You set in ways then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you ain't getting married no more, huh?
No.
Now, see, life would be so much better if men lived their life opposite of how he just described. How come, like, they always do it in reverse. Men don't value peace until they've been married because they actually can do what they want to do without fucking anyone else over. They still want you to go be married. They still want to be married and then still do whatever the fuck they want to do. And then just like, oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. Shit happens. It was a mistake. I didn't mean it. Sorry.
I never say never.
Right.
Because if some woman can climb over the wall of resentment and
it's the laugh for me. Ugh. Come on, Shay Shay. Come on, Shay Shay. I need that laugh to have a little bit more bass. Come on, Shay Shay.
All of that.
All the checks you done had to write.
Yeah. For 25 years, I've been writing checks.
And whose fault is that? The only reason why you've been writing checks is because you've done shit, and these are the consequences. You're literally paying the price. You should only have resentment. You should only have resentment toward yourself. I will never take pity on men that are like, I gotta pay alimony and I gotta pay. What did you do?
Alimony. If she can come out, she was sent by God. That's a superhero.
Ciao. So yeah, that's all. Okay, that's all for today on this live stream. Don't forget, subscribe, like, join the Patreon for dark femininity content. We're going to be doing more level up content on here, and I need about, I think 11 more patrons, because I'm going to have 100 members, and then I'm going to open up another tier. I am going to talk, and I'm going to do like self-care things on here, but I'm going to go much deeper into it on Patreon once I add the second tier, once we get to 100 patrons on the second tier. For the second tier. So I am going to be doing self-care things on here as well. I have one-on-one consultations. Also have my breakup recovery membership tier on here and I'm also going to give some like extra dating advice. Like, I don't know, I'll probably talk about like my experience on dating apps and more deeper stories when it comes to like my dating dealings and my relationship dealings. I'll give you guys more of the tea on there. So, I will see you all over on the next live stream of talking about how I unbigged my back. So I will see you all shortly. And bye, my lovely sovereign sisters.